Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, June 16th, 2016. There are no significant fire potential impacts expected across the Great Basin for the next few days. Yesterday was really the busy day with those strong winds across much of the area, but those winds will be lighter today. The next impact moving into the area will come early next week in the form of much above normal temperatures, particularly across southern portions of the Great Basin. Light precipitation was observed across Idaho and northern Nevada yesterday, with just a little bit of lightning activity in eastern Idaho. Some fire activity was observed mainly over western Nevada and portions of southwest Utah yesterday, with some of those stronger winds. It does look like the fire spread on those fires has decreased from yesterday afternoon. Current fire danger indices remain below the 50th percentile across much of the Great Basin, except for portions of southern and eastern Utah, where they're on the rise. This morning's water vapor imagery shows an unusually strong area of low pressure for the time of year over the Pacific Northwest. This is bringing some cooler temperatures and some showery weather conditions to the central Idaho mountains today, and possibly even some higher RHs over portions of northeast Nevada. It's this low that will continue to bring some breezy winds to southern and eastern portions of the Great Basin, although they won't be nearly as strong as they were yesterday. The high pressure center remains off to the east, although that will be changing in the coming week. Dryness levels remain in the brown or very dry category across the southern tip of the Great Basin. This afternoon's wind gusts will peak primarily over western Nevada and southwest and eastern Utah, although the relative humidities will be coming up just a bit over western Nevada, so the area of main concern today is going to be across southern Utah, although those wind speeds are much lower than they were yesterday, with gusts in the 25 to 30 mile an hour range. By Friday, the pressure gradient relaxes even further with that low pressure, and we should see winds decrease even further across Utah. Some lingering showers will continue across the central Idaho mountains on Friday. And temperatures will remain mild, closer to that low pressure center, particularly over western Idaho and western and central Nevada, where temperatures will be on the warm side across southern Nevada and Utah. On Saturday, that low pressure center weakens and continues to lift a little bit further northward, allowing for just some lingering showers over the central Idaho mountains, but generally sunny skies and warming temperatures elsewhere across the Great Basin. Highs will be in the low 90s in northern Utah, with highs in the low 80s across much of Nevada. Precipitation accumulation for the next 3 days is really going to be centered over the central Idaho mountains, where moisture from the low pressure center will create those showers. On Sunday and really into the bulk of next week, we're looking for high pressure to strengthen over the Great Basin and bring sunny skies and warming temperatures region-wide. Fire danger indices will be on the increase region-wide through the bulk of next week, with some of our areas moving into the very dry or brown category. On Monday and into Tuesday, very hot temperatures will be observed across the southern tier of the Great Basin, possibly near record territory for the maximum temperatures. These warm and dry conditions will continue through midweek next week. With that high pressure returning to the Great Basin, precipitation accumulations will be virtually non-existent for the first part of next week. The extended outlook, moving into the third week of June, is calling for above normal temperatures over the Great Basin and much above normal temperature as possible over Nevada and southwest Utah, with a generally dry signal over the area, although we may begin to see a little bit of moisture moving into southern and eastern portions of the area. This concludes today's fire potential briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest updates.